And welcome back.
Back. That's all I had to say. Back. I'm not
Hopefully
a hype
you can
man.
hear us this time. If you had to listen to the last episode, if that was salvageable, I apologize for...
You say something.
Something.
And now is that something? Are our somethings the same height?
Yes.
Let's go in the bathroom and measure things.
I brought a ruler.
Let's go measure waves.
I brought a ruler to my ex-girlfriend's apartment.
That's
Let's
what
go in the
yeah.
bathroom and measure stuff.
Yeah, we're recording. It's not even unique at this point. I think it's like the 5th episode we've done this
We've
way.
done quite a few here.
Live from my ex-girlfriend's living room.
I'm just happy that we did it in Old Louisville because I got to have such a fun drive here.
Yeah.
Like, so many things managed to happen in, like, the 8-block
Old
drive.
Louisville.
I was at a stoplight.
Stoplight.
And some
Not
girl-
a sign.
And not a sign.
It's weird that they
no.
both still exist.
Right.
You
Pick
figured they
one.
would have been like, yeah.
Pick one.
Now that we have these lights,
Let's
let's
get
get a
rid of
sign
these
out of
fucking
here.
Signs.
People don't always need to stop.
Yeah. Let's make stop signs. I would like to petition for stop signs to be turned yellow.
Yeah.
Like, run them if you can.
Yeah.
If you think you can make it, go for it.
Is that a thing you can get this, like, can you be like, oh, I'm colorblind,
Yeah,
Your
but
Honor?
it has a shape.
Officer? No, the light, though.
It has a clear rotation that we've all agreed upon. There's actually a way to take the driver's test as a colorblind person, and you passed.
Oh, I since went colorblind.
Well, then you should have taken the test again, sir.
I since went. Is that a thing? You slowly go colorblind? I have genetic color blindness in my face. By the time I'm 45, I won't even be able to know the color of my daughter's hair.
Like how drummers like slowly go deaf. It's
Yeah.
like a painter who's like, I'm going color. I've seen too many colors.
Yeah. They fucking looked at too many colors.
I've seen too many colors. I'm done.
That'd be a fun little sketch. It's a guy, there's a painter and he's...
Yeah, I would.
Oh, okay. Like, a painter and he's... Sold.
I'll buy it.
It's a movie exec doing that bit you just did, but then it backfires.
Fuck, we gotta make 8 avatars.
Fuck, I was doing a bit where I instantly said sold. It turned out his lawyer was here. It's a blue planet. Yeah, sold, James.
I'm in HR for being a goof.
Yeah. Like joking. And then Jeff Garland's like, fine.
Fine.
You can fire me.
You can fire me. You're right. I don't know how I don't know why I'm running Paramount.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a goof.
No, you're a painter and he's mixing, they're mixing their color. Because most painters are ladies.
Yeah, there's a lot of women house painters and stuff like
Well, if you average it. If you average the amount of ladies painting a daisy
that's
with
true.
the amount of men
A sip
painting
and,
the highway
a
lines.
sip and paint. A
Yeah.
sip and paint probably compensates for everyone who's painting highway lines.
Yeah.
One sip and paint.
Yeah. Well, that's a bunch of ladies.
That's I know.
Oh, highways are long.
They're so long.
They should have them sip and paint a highway. They should. That'd be a great Tom Sawyer-esque prank.
All right, gals.
You got hired to paint some dumb mural on a high school gymnasium. You just get a bunch of drunk moms to do it.
Don't you want to paint a tiger?
Yeah, we're all gonna paint part of a tiger. It's gonna look like
You get the paws.
It's gonna look like shit.
It's gonna look
It's gonna
awful.
look horrible and in an inconsistent
Yeah.
way.
But all it cost me was a Boda box.
But I technically got paid to do this. Because you all paid $35 for this. And the free t-shirt, my friend prints those for $4. No, it's a bunch of guys painting highway lines. And then one of them's got a flask and he's like sipping paint.
Nah, this is just paint thinner.
I'm like my wife. I'm like my ex-wife over here, pal. Do a little sip of paint.
When my wife paints, she's always drunk. Why can't I do it at work?
Jerry posted on Instagram.
This will get so many. We'll all go viral. On Tic Tac.
On Tic Tac. Those guys could use a Tic Tac.
Give me a Tic Tac.
I'm going live.
I'm going live. Give me a Tic Tac.
No, it's a guy's mixing paint, and he goes, it's like the old days. He's putting it together. He goes, oh, I'll do a little bit of blue and some
magenta,
some yellow, and then wait, what the? Jerry, come look at this. And just green. He's just showing people green, and they're all like, what the fuck?
What is this shit?
What the hell?
You ever seen this before?
What did you do?
It looks just like grass.
A bunch of grass fell on this pallet.
What the fuck is going on?
What in the world? That could happen now. That'd be crazy. Crayola's like, hey, 97 color box.
We found some more.
We found a new one.
We went on an expedition and found some new colors.
We got a new color in Papua New Guinea. It's funny because that's what colors. It's a spectrum. I'm like a
colors are a spectrum.
I'm like Kinsey, but for painting. Hey man, we're all a little bit blue.
We're all a little blue, all right.
You know what I mean?
And I bet you got a little green in you.
Yeah,
too.
everybody's got a little bit dark slides. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, but color. It's like because in the old days they didn't know blue was like a thing.
Yeah.
Like in Roman times.
Yeah, they didn't understand it.
So if you read Roman shit, they'd be like,
what you
the
mean.
Dark green sea.
I understand what you mean.
And then,
I've read the Odyssey.
Yeah. So we should do that.
We should go on an Odyssey.
We should go on an Odyssey.
Let's buy a boat.
That'd be awesome. Can you do? Is that like if you're out in like on a cruise, and all of a sudden you see a weird wooden boat with a bunch of dudes, and they're just like, we're just doing like a thing.
We got stuff going on.
We got 7 years. We're doing a journey. Like, would the Coast Guard be pissed?
No.
We're looking for Argonauts. Or whatever. No, we are the Argonauts.
The Coast Guard would join them.
Probably.
The Coast Guard would be like, you guys seem more like you're on my vibe than everyone else.
Any beasts need slaying? No? Well, 0 for 400. Hey, if you ever need any water beast slain, we got a Viking.
There's ever a Kraken around.
There's a Viking ship of a bunch of guys who didn't know it was okay to be openly gay on a boat somewhere.
We got a bunch of closeted gay men who'd love to slay a Kraken.
Yeah.
If you guys ever need anything like that.
I already learned leatherworking and made this cool outfit before I learned you could just be openly gay.
No.
Man, that is fun. That is so much like cool stuff. They're like, man, why don't pirates exist anymore? It's like, well, because you want LGBTQ rights. They don't need to be on a fucking boat in the water anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe if homophobia was legalized,
Yeah.
we'd have more cool train hobos riding the rails.
Yeah. I think it's just like, I think there's people
The
who are
circus would come back.
I think a bunch of gay people are just like, man, the supply chain is killing me. None of these boats are coming to sea. They're coming to port. No one's coming to port.
Well, that's probably true, too.
I can't get any dick.
I was just somewhat joking. Like, I do think the hobo thing's real.
The
Probably
hobo
the
thing's
pirate
real,
things,
yeah.
too.
Probably,
But
yeah.
it is funny to think of pirates just being like, it's not working anymore. Let's just live here in San Francisco. Our mission's over, fellas.
Well, fellas.
This is the new mission.
This is the mission. We're going to call it that, you see?
And then everyone's laughing because he's like, I said sea.
Get it?
It's like when,
Isn't it funny we named ourselves Seamen?
yeah, sea.
Ah!
Because of the ocean.
And the cum.
No, they just like the word sea. Like, they just get excited when it's like, hey, sea, like the ocean.
Sea salt.
Oh,
Oh.
that's an oxymoron.
I see salt. I get in my boat.
I see salt.
I'm on a sea salt diet. When
Yeah.
I see salt, I get in my boat.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's like, we gotta go all the way to India to get all these spices. While you were sailing there, maybe just dip a cup of water in the fucking dip a cup overboard.
You ever heard of a brine?
Yeah. That would be great. It's like, they're like, oh, in the cowboy days, they'd put a slab of meat below the saddle. Or no, it's Genghis Khan. That was in the Mongol raids. They'd put
Easy to confuse.
Well, they're both horse-based cultures. No, they'd put meat below the saddle, and then while riding it, it would like get tenderized, and then also the salt from like the sweat would like preserve it, so it would like make the meat all nice.
So they would just twerk on this meat until it was cooked.
just one guy's going, I got ribs.
You know mine's gonna be the most juicy.
I got the T-bone. Creme
Bitch,
fresh.
you only got a filet mignon over there. I got a New York strip, baby.
I'll take the rump roast. No, it's that, but it's pirates just being like, we get a turkey from land and we tie it by the ankles and drag it behind us in the ocean. Gets a nice brine.
Gives it a nice brine. And then we deep fry it. But don't let Jerry do it.
He'll blow up the whole garage.
We're transporting gunpowder.
Oh my God, imagine a big oil turkey deep fryer on a fucking pirate ship. It's hard enough to get those things safely on a little patch of concrete in my dad's backyard.
Oh, I can easily picture your dad just blowing up the house trying to deep fry a turkey.
No, it's the opposite. It'll be like, all right, over the next hour, I want you to lower this turkey half an inch at a time into this oil. And I'm like, I don't have arm strength for that. I
don't think I could even just hold this
Can we
turkey.
hire The Rock to do this next year?
Yeah. Is there a reason that my brother, who's very strong, isn't doing this?
My brother's my dad's like, well, he's doing the oven roasted ones. And then my brother's just bench pressing 2 turkeys, but in like a rotisserie type.
Your brother's on a rodeo bull with the meat under the saddle. Whoa! Ah!
That's an extended.
Why is the saddle so greasy, Dad?
Well, you also marinate your saddle. That's how marinating came about, is because those saddle guys.
Yeah.
One of them was like, hey, I also got a side of fries too, and I got a little packet of like honey mustard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting on the horses, and then fuck, and then the honey mustard seeps down.
Go through the saddle.
Yeah, goes, well, you ate this. You eat the saddle.
You eat the saddle too.
Yeah.
It's like a steak that's wrapped in bacon.
Yeah. That is funny that we're like, hey, horse, it would make you easier to ride if you had a little bit of a cow on you.
We throw a little bit of cow on top of it.
Horse, pretty crazy, but a little bit of cow.
A little bit of cow. Cows, they're docile.
We can manage it.
I can manage a cow.
Yeah, I can manage. That's weird because it's not like it's not like you were like, hey, we can ride this cow, but first we have to skin the whole bottom half of a horse. wrap
it around their legs.
The weird overalls.
Oh.
No, what a day.
You want an Oreo?
You have all kinds of snacks. Why do you have Oreo? You threw that as if it was a Hertz donut.
I got a snack we're going to taste test later. Actually, maybe we should do it now with a clear palate.
Clear palate?
Because I don't know what the fuck this is. It's called Skinny Dipped Almonds. And it's called Lemon Bliss.
That is that
flavor.
thing we were describing where it's just almonds and they put them in a pool at night.
The lemon almonds.
Yeah, lemon
Have you ever heard of such a thing?
Of course. That sounds like a thing in like a vegan cookbook that makes you stop reading the vegan cookbook. And instead of tuna, make a lemon almonds.
Tell me what.
Whoa! They're like
see.
Jordan
they're dipped.
almonds.
Yeah, they're dipped in lemon bliss.
Lemon bliss. One nut each, everyone knows.
Everyone knows the rules. One nut apiece. Lemony.
It's pretty good.
It's not that bad.
It reminds me of those lemon Girl Scout cookies.
Did you drop the girl off that?
I don't know if they did or not. Times are changing, Eric. For all I know, it's a bunch of weeblos out there selling Samoas.
You know they sell popcorn. We don't sugarcoat. We skinny dip.
They put the joke on the package.
They put it right there for me to read.
They put the funny thing on the box.
What is this, a popsicle?
Oh, boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
I ain't used to jokes on all my food.
Dinner and a show.
Good Lord. Next thing you know, I'm going to be finishing up a chicken wing. There's going to be a knock-knock joke in the middle of it.
Oh, that would be cool. You're eating a T-bone steak and that.
My fortune cookie's going to start roasting me.
You get to the
Jeffrey
bone.
Ross should sell fortune cookies with a roast in the inside of it.
Oh, you should.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
He would sell those.
He would sell a lot of those.
Oh my God. I got to get in touch with Mr. Ross.
You got to find out whatever 19-year-old he's been dating for the past few years. And send her the info.
Roast cookies.
Roast cookies. These cookies are roasted.
You want more?
I'll take another skinny dip.
You can have the whole bag, man.
You don't like them?
I just have more food.
It's lemon bliss. Eric's been he's on a very
I'm on a
latchkey kid whose mom works at a convenience store.
I'm on a strict airplane diet.
Yeah. He's eating like a pilot. And then a pilot's just eating tuna tartare.
The pilot is like, I actually have to bring my lunch from home legally.
Do they?
Yeah, because they're not allowed to eat the in-flight meals in case something's wrong with it. They can't have both the pilots get sick.
So they have to bring it from home?
Yeah. They're not allowed to eat the in-flight food in case something's
Yeah,
wrong
but
with
they don't.
Which
have to,
also
they don't have
isn't-
to bring it from home. You're making it sound like the head of the FFA is a frugal mom. It's like, just pack your lunch.
I mean, yeah,
All
well,
the pipe would pay them so much.
they still
can
have
pack
to.
their
They
own
still
lunch.
have to pack their own lunch.
No, but they could pick it up. They could.
What do you mean pick it up? They're on an airplane.
On the way to the plane.
Okay, yeah, fine. You can bring Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
It'll stay nice in the bag.
That's what I mean. That would be if I was the flight marshal, air marshal,
Flight marshal?
and I was like, all right, for your safety, obviously you can't eat the in-flight meal. Oh my God, is that a Jason's Deli?
That's Jesus.
You can't have that.
It's gonna stink up the plane.
How old is that?
Who brings tuna on a
What
plane?
the fuck is wrong with? What are we gonna do with all these fish bones? We can't have fish bones in the plane. And then meanwhile, Angelo Parker's there, and he's going, "Hey, what?" And then I go, "Sorry, boys, your ska festival. Well, it's a music joke."
These pretzels are labeled as authentic,
Oh.
and I'm not quite sure what they're authentic.
They aren't
to.
even twisted though, so it's like that's not really authentic.
Well, they're all broken. Turbulence. It was a rough flight. There's a lot of wind coming out of Newark.
No, we're hitting turbulence. Hold down the Pepsis.
Someone, please, God.
No one opened the Pepsis.
Women and Pepsis first.
They'll explode. Yeah, do they have special? This is a dumb question. They must have special sodas for planes, right?
No, they don't.
They really don't?
No.
Wow.
But you got to be careful.
Do you?
No.
I'm flying for the first time in 14 years soon, so I should pull out a notebook.
Where are you going?
Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you thought we're driving? Well, I guess we could.
Well, I didn't
It
know
is-
you-
It is connected.
You were still debating on destinations.
No, we
last time
picked
talked
Costa
about
Rica, and it was a mistake.
it. Okay.
I haven't gone.
already?
It's always good when both parties are like, we should have picked Belize. Well, I guess we'll fucking go to paradise in a month.
Where's the regret come from?
No, the regret just comes from, I thought Costa Rica had ruins. Ruins?
Oh.
Like Mayan shit. No one ever lived there. Like, Costa Rica was like, well, apparently when the Spanish showed up.
Costa Rica's pretty new.
You know, it is. When the Spanish.
Technically, that's the new world.
Yeah.
Like, fuck America.
Yeah. Maybe it's old. Jurassic Park was filmed there.
That's cool.
We looked up.
Is
We were
the
like,
park there?
we were
Can you
like-
go see it?
no, that's the thing. That's how they get you. It's the same as fucking when we were in Savannah. They're like, oh, this is where they filmed Forrest Gump. The bench is over there. And then you go and they're like, oh, we had to remove the bench because everyone kept fucking with it. And then you book your trip to Costa Rica and you're like, they filmed Jurassic Park here. And you're like, oh, I guess they had to remove the dinosaurs. I guess everyone's trying to chip away the toenail of a T-Rex. Yeah, that's what happened with the bench from whatever the fuck, Forrest Gump.
Want some salami?
I'll take one.
Do you want me to touch it, or do you want to touch it yourself?
I'd like us both to touch it. This is thinly sliced packaged salami.
Yes. I don't know why. What did you think was in this?
Man, imagine you're taking a work trip, and you're like, God, I have to go to Buffalo, and then they hand you this.
Ooh, that's fine.
Insurance adjusting was the right field.
Hopefully, I don't meet a lady with this salami breath in the executive lounge.
Yeah. Man, yeah, I just remember last time I flew, a guy fucking reeked of soup the whole time.
What kind of
He's
soup?
like a Dutch guy. I don't know. I was 18, so I wouldn't have known. I mean, now it's fine. I don't know that.
I was 18, so I didn't know about soup.
Now,
yet.
that's like now I'd be like
These
mulligatawny. Italian
Broccoli
wedding.
cheddar.
Italian wedding. Well, I'd have known broccoli cheddar. The ingredients are in the name.
But broccoli cheddar doesn't smell like broccoli or cheddar.
No.
Can I give him a piece of salami?
Can dogs have salami?
Wasn't that a meme with cats where it's like cats can have a little bit of salami as a treat? Wasn't that like a meme? So the cats are basically dogs.
Cats are basically dogs, and memes are basically
Basically facts.
because that is true. If you said something cool, that guy would let you enter that door. I love that meme. There's like the dorkiest guy ever blocking the least cool door. And it's like, well, I don't want to be anywhere he is, and I don't want to go into the room that he's guarding.
Oh, I'm not on your Wi-Fi anymore.
Oh no.
Things have changed.
What were you
This
gonna
doesn't
look
feel
up?
like home anymore. Get away from my salami. You just licked it.
What were you gonna,
Fucking
hey,
dirty hog.
sorry.
I was gonna look up and
Sorry,
see.
I'll go back to podcasting.
Quit licking my elbow.
Sorry.
How dirty am I that I've
I'm
managed
hungry.
to like get my food onto my elbow? And I was just attacking you.
There's a dog in the room for people
It's
confused.
humping you. It's
She's
trying
trying to
fuck
hump
you.
me. She's trying to hump me.
She's trying to fuck you right
She's not
now.
doing nothing.
She is trying to fuck you.
She tried.
I think you were just a victim of a Me Too. I'm not gonna give it any salami. I
No,
don't wanna
no
risk it.
salami. That's why you were like, I'm going to give you the salami.
I'll give it a potato chip.
Yeah, that worked.
Here, sit. Shake. Welcome to the Dog Lesson Podcast.
Yeah. And dogs have lemon bliss Jordan almonds.
Anyways, when I was driving here.
That's pretty cool that it's like people always talk about Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
And they're like, that transcended the athlete. No one talks about how Michael Jordan's almonds are found at weddings.
That's actually where Nike makes most of its money.
Yeah, they were like, hey.
The shoes aren't doing that well these days.
Everybody knew that at the playoffs for the Chicago. He was back.
You couldn't. Every time the camera was on Mike, he was eating some almonds.
And people are going, what are you doing? And he's like, I take a toothpick and I'd stab an almond and I'd dip it in this weird sauce I made.
Jordan's original.
Jordan's original. He's doing you can't hump me.
Try to fuck again.
This dog wants to hump me.
This podcast is too horny.
I know.
What the fuck? I just broke your laptop. Meraki, you gotta calm down.
How'd
bro.
you break your laptop? My dog is trying to fuck me. No, she's amped up. She's excited.
Why?
I don't know. I think her old owner let her watch too much pornography. She's always like trying to hump. No, I have two lady dogs. They're both always trying to hump.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
like, dude.
women are horny too, man. I don't know if you know.
Here's what I've been thinking
It's a
of.
different day and age, Daniel.
So you
Women are
know,
horny too now.
how God is a woman.
Yeah.
But then you know how Jesus was born Mary didn't have sex.
Yeah.
So God came down, a lady, a powerful woman, came down and impregnated a like 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And then that girl's boyfriend was like, "No, she's a virgin. She hasn't had sex."
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just by erasure.
It's true.
That's like the Bible. I'll be for say the Bible's misogynistic.
The Bible's misogynistic, but also maybe a little ahead of the game on LGBTQ stuff.
Maybe, yeah, I guess so. But it is fucked up that they're like, that girl hasn't had sex, and it's like, why?
Because she's gay.
Because what two women, what a female deity and a child do together isn't sex. Your fucking phallic-centric worldview, Joseph.
Come on.
Yeah, you're telling me that
She made love.
They made love, and she, I guess, had a vial of
Come.
I don't know, Buddha's cum. I don't know. I don't know who Lady God's getting her juice from, but she's like, "Hey, let's fuck." 13-year-old girl. Then that 13-year-old girl's boyfriend's like, "You trying to act like?" He's like, "No, man, it was hot. It was two ladies hooking up.
Ooh.
She didn't cheat on me. She just hooked up with an older woman.
It was hot.
It was hot. She didn't cheat on me emotionally. It's not. It wasn't sex.
It didn't hurt my feelings.
What her
at
and
all.
What her and God, lady symbol, did together.
What her and coexist decide to do together has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I'm all about agency when it comes to women.
Yeah.
They're allowed to do whatever they want.
She didn't fucking cheat on me. It's just girl. They just did girl stuff. It wasn't sex. She's a virgin.
She's gay.
She's a virgin.
She's just, my girlfriend's just gay. It's fine.
Someone who's so, they just want to brag that their girlfriend hasn't cheated on them. They're like, she hasn't had sex with any, she's a virgin. I haven't even had sex with her.
No one's fucked her.
No way.
No one's getting that puss.
No, that's my new, I'm going to ask that to theologians.
Are you a virgin?
You ever had sex? Who do you think had better sex? God with Mary or you with me?
I had to
And then I
ask.
kiss. And then I kiss.
I had a buddy who was in seminary one time, and I tried to.
Your buddy got inseminated? We don't need to. You know, this doesn't need to be a kiss and tell podcast.
I was trying to fuck with him, but I was like, so like.
You're like, hey, maybe both of us get in seminary sometime. Yeah, that's true. Because now the porn bookstores are closing.
Yeah. It's all online.
Has it all gone to Kindle?
It's all online, baby. There's a lot of free porn.
Erotic
free reading
Kindles?
porn out there.
Is there really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
It's hot too.
I gotta get my tiny glasses.
Yeah, you better put your reading glasses on, baby.
My tiny little glasses.
Get your opera glasses.
Yeah.
Get your opera.
Oh,
Oh, I'm hot.
it's all like it's all like Mrs. Chantilly's handmade. Like it's all sexy and classy.
Mm-hmm.
It's also classy that I don't even know that it's sexy. They're like the
That might
night,
just be classy.
the nightingale's willow. I don't know what. I'm hard.
The peacock predicament.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh. We've all
And
been
then as I
there.
kept driving, the people at the bus stop were openly playing CeeLo on the street, which was fun.
He's canceled. What? Do they not even care about his tweets that participated in misogynistic
Jesus
culture?
Christ, that was come on, Meraki, you're starting to offend me. That was a bit much. That was very forceful.
Well, we're talking about CeeLo. You like how CeeLo's uncanceled? I was like, in Hump my dad
I guess I can,
against his will.
I guess now I can rape my dad.
Yeah. He's been listening to too much
Also,
Cumtown.
maybe I'm just starting to get jealous.
Hey.
Why not me?
I'm gonna make a pillow fort for protection. They were playing CeeLo for real?
They were playing the dice game.
Oh,
They were shooting dice at the bus stop.
I legitimately, I didn't know that was the name of the game. I thought I thought this anecdote just involved them playing CeeLo.
Yeah, no, they weren't just listening to music.
And
I
you
wouldn't
were like-
find that notable.
You were like, let me tell you. The new Kelly Clarkson was playing. I don't even know if there is a new Kelly. The new Kelly Clarkson's probably a cookbook.
It's just a daytime TV show.
Yeah, it's like fucking
It's on
how to make a nice potpourri
it's
for
a
the bathroom.
CMT daytime talk show.
The new Kelly Clarkson single is here. It's an oven mitt. Her and Rachel Ray designed them together. It's a duet.
The new Jessica Simpson singles out. It's a cast iron skillet.
Snoop Dogg is back in the studio working on a duet with Martha Simpson, where they design.
Did you just say Martha Simpson?
Martha Simpson
Is that a character I don't remember?
with her
from that
big
show?
blue hair.
Turns out Snoop Dogg is best friends with Marge Simpson.
That'd be cool.
And he should be back on his medication.
That'd be great. I got too high. Martha Stewart's the one who provides weed for her. That's why she really went to jail.
What?
She had too much weed on her.
Sure, man.
They were like, we're going to say it's insider trading so that no one knows that you just
No
smoke.
one knows you're just a pothead.
Fucking smoke loud.
Yeah. No one knows like that OG Chrono
Yeah.
Kush.
OG Crondo Kush. That's what I'm smoking now.
I bet.
No, what were we just so they're playing CeeLo.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
Crazy!
And that's why I'm crazy.
That's why I'm crazy!
And then you're riding by going, hey fellas, what's this dice game called?
Fuck you!
Craps. Hey fellas, playing with some crap? No, these are real dice. And then you see next to him,
The guy just playing with a turd.
he's got a turd that he carved dice into.
That he carved dice into.
It's your weekly walk, and you pass a thing, and then you go, you fellas playing crap again?
Yeah.
And they go, no, we got dice.
We figured it
And
out.
then it's an Arrested Development-esque 1 week earlier. Homeless people throwing pieces of shit onto the ground. Gambling for money still.
Yeah,
Like they
still.
have enough.
Someone is winning.
Someone could throw in to buy dice.
Oh. What a breakfast that was.
2 lemon almonds.
Bag of chips and a package of salami.
Eric was making little chip salami sandwiches.
Well, hey, I think the listeners will relate to that. You're leaning into it now, buddy. You got your face.
Well, I'm trying to get the mic in. Just trying to eat the mic. Well, I guess there's a sock
There's
on
probably
it.
there's some salami on it. You got a little salami spit on it.
Give Daddy a little salami.
What
No.
you been up to?
Getting humped against my will by a dog.
Like dancing.
No, I'm working on my big tour.
Yeah.
No, not really. I'm just
I'm just doing shows.
I'm just doing shows.
I'm actually just going to Bowling Green.
I have
I'm
no
straight.
direction in life.
I've been thinking about that lately.
About direction in life?
Yeah, that's why I've been golfing so much.
People say that Eric has no
when I-
direction in life, but it's pretty clear that his life is going south.
There we go. Good. Is that in a Jeff Ross roast cookie?
No, that should be your like opening joke. You're like,
People say I have no direction in life, but clearly everything's going south.
anyways, and then,
Anyways.
I'm Eric, and then you.
Anyways,
great-
Eric, nice to meet you. I shake everyone in the audience.
Great to be here in New Haven.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? More people should greet the audience.
Sometimes they do,
I'm gonna do that.
because then you don't have to do jokes.
I went to.
Did you go to the
tried
mic yesterday?
I tried to go. It was too sad. I left.
Both of them?
No, I only went to the.
The
one,
high horse was sad.
Yeah.
I almost went to the high horse, and then I was like, the other mic I was at was so sad, I'm gonna not risk it.
Yeah. Hey, get out of there.
Every mic was sad yesterday.
Yeah, no, it was. All right,
I guess-
you're gonna have to bleep his name, but
I mean, I'll know the name.
I don't think you will. But
Describe them.
someone that we used to call a Jedi.
Oh yeah.
He was there, and I was like,
Weird.
I was like, if he's here, this is not going to be a very good open mic. I was like, just
If a guy who was a professional comedian when we started
is at this show,
is at the
it's
worst
bad.
open mic in town.
And also, it was one of those things where I hate when I walk into the room to like sign up, and there's already like 9 people on the list, and I'm like, all right, there's 15 people in this bar total. I don't recognize any of them, and there's no one in the room right now.
Yeah.
This is not going to be like a fun show. I haven't
No, it's
seen
gonna be a
anyone
bad
with a
mic.
notebook or like a pen.
Man, I had the classic thing. I did this show in a small town where it was me and then I brought somebody to open for me. And then the host, who he lives in the town. And he goes, he's like, we're back, me and the feature person are back there. We both have our like piece of paper writing down our sets. He comes back and goes, writing stuff down, huh?
Funny.
And then he's like, just go for it. And then the feature leaves a minute or two ago, and then I'm like, no, it should be fun. And he goes, yeah, I mean, comedy's easy, man.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's like, you know that.
He's not
Comedy's
wrong.
easy. And then
It is just a card trick.
and then
It's
he
not that
goes, I go, where do you do it other than here? 'Cause it was like a weird town.
hard. Yeah.
And he goes, sometimes I drive like here.
At home.
No, he lists 2 places that are like a half hour away. And then one of the places he lists is the Comedy Attic in Bloomington.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and I was in their summer competition, but I got disqualified. And I was like, why'd you get disqualified? And he goes, I mean, they're all PC, so I guess I did too many rape jokes. and then, so already I'm laughing really hard. And then he goes, I had this bit about fucking my couch. I'm like, oh, so it's not even a person.
You raped an object. You decided to give an object agency that
Yeah.
you were somehow violating.
So obviously in that moment in my mind, I go, all right, well, that guy's going to crush.
Yeah, he's going to destroy.
And then sure enough, he crushes. And then, oh boy, howdy was great.
Good.
But I love it. That's always where you know you're in for a treat is when someone sees you writing. And then
They laugh.
fellow comedian is shocked.
What the fuck?
Because I'm not a very in my notebook guy.
No.
I don't even have a notebook.
Yeah.
I'm not even a guy.
I'm not even a man.
But like the idea of somebody doing comedy who's shocked that like
Someone writes.
yeah like it's one thing you're like, oh, I'm a crowd work guy, but hey, yeah, man, like put your set together. But someone who's like, what? Pen and paper? What are we in 8th grade?
What the fuck? What am I taking my
What
ACTs?
the hell's going on over here? Just talk about
And then you
just
go,
talk about fucking a couch, whether or not they want
And
it.
then you go, sir, did you take your ACTs in ballpoint pen? And he goes, I was wondering why I got a 0. Oh.
No, that guy was cool. I'm gonna hang with him soon. He had a shirt that was
Sexy.
no, it was a
Did
logo
you turned on?
of an MMA podcast. Or no, he had a hoodie of a logo of an MMA podcast.
Okay.
And then he on stage he went. And for anybody who doesn't know, this is an MMA podcast out in Pittsburgh.
I like it.
They've been promoting the show.
This show?
Yeah, this show that I did in Southern Indiana. They've been promoting it, so everybody go give them a listen. And then he goes, I like him so much I bought this hoodie. I also bought this T-shirt. And then he took his hoodie off and he had this identical T-shirt. And then he said how much he said, and it only cost me $40 each. and then he had like a joke. He had like some line about that. And then after I was like, hey man, just so you know, I have shirts for sale. They're $39 each.
Did he buy one?
He did.
Good.
I'm just now remembering the whole fake price thing though, because that happened like an hour apart. I shouldn't give him a fake price. No, he bought a dog sex shirt.
Nice.
He was one of those classic people where I revealed the shirt and then from the stage he
I
goes,
can't believe you're still.
I'm buying that.
I can't believe you're still selling merch from our old band.
Dog sex. You know, it's my fault. I'm over here selling dog sex shirts and we're recording this podcast.
While you're
I'm
having
like,
sex
I'm
with a
like,
dog.
Meraki, stop humping me. I don't know where you got this idea.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
No, that is funny. No, what a guy. No, that's what's always nice with shirts is you sell them, and then a guy
And that's the end of the story.
the guy walks away, and then someone goes, man, the bouncer let that guy in? And you're like, oh, yikes.
Wowza.
Well, someone's going to be identified by a man in my merch.
I believe I saw him wearing a shirt that depicted a man having sex with
It
a
was
dog.
a man, it said anal.
D Anal? His name was D Anal.
His name was D Anal. That joke has like ruined because now
A
after
generation.
oh yeah, no, it's ruined an era of people who know me now. Because it used to be people just knew me as Dan Alton or Dan, and
Yeah.
now there's all these people who are like D Anal 10, and I'm like, all right, my friend's mom. All right, maybe.
Wait, that's a joke you actually do? I thought that woman just was misremembering your name.
Oh no, I do a bit about how I sold my shirt, the one with my name on it,
Yeah.
and as a hot orange, and then someone bought it, seeing the joke,
Yeah.
and then their friend was like, "What's on that shirt?" And the kid went, "I don't know, it's like a dodgeball or something." So then my joke is that kid, he's gonna wake up tomorrow forgetting who I am, and he's just gonna be like, "I don't know, it's some hardcore band I saw called D Anal 10." Those guys are tight. But real assholes.
So she remembered your joke.
No, yeah, and then I have other stuff because I also tie in my birthday is June 9th, so it's my screen name as a kid was danal1069 at cuteboyswhofuck.com.
You know what can really get you tied up? That dog knot in your asshole.
What? What's a dog knot? Oh,
That'll really tie you up.
a dog's penis.
Don't try and fuck a dog.
Quit
if you're late
mentioning
for
our
work.
old band name.
Don't try and fuck a dog if you're late for work. You're gonna have to wait for that knot to.
You're gonna have to wait.
You're gonna have to deal with the Gordian knot of your bestiality.
Sorry, boss. A dog ate my homework.
That's also the name of my book of poetry. The Gordian knot of my dog sex.
That's I was about to say that's one of those like erotic books. I'm
Yeah.
not smart enough to understand.
This dog don't understand nothing.
The
He's
waving
fucking
mist
barking
of
at
the
wind.
shores of pleasure.
The shiny seas of smiling.
Woo! Pirates are all excited.
Hell
He
yeah,
said sea.
brother! I think it floats. I think they did a great job building it.
There's all this
I'm proud
dumb
of them.
UFO shit now.
Yeah.
And I'm a guy who's into dumb UFO shit normally.
Do you think China and U.S. are kind of collaborating to distract us from the fact that there have been aliens visiting us more frequently?
Possibly. I think maybe the opposite. I think
China's like, I'll be the bad guy.
no. I think maybe
it's
all
important
this.
that we don't let people realize that there's Chinese aliens.
Chinese-
The aliens are Chinese.
The Chinese figured out balloons. Like, oh man, we're so worried that China figured out balloons. They're gonna corner the market on kids' birthday parties. Fuck. Like, oh no.
Yeah. There's already a helium shortage. Let's just wait this out.
First, China will control the balloons, then candy bars, then they'll have the whole front of a grocery store
All of a
under their
sudden-
control.
All of a sudden, you won't be able to find an American clown. They'll all be Chinese.
And you won't be able to tell what's all right. Now, I'm not gonna make a joke. I was gonna make, but you won't. It'll facial expressions will be different.
Things will look. It's not all gonna be the same anymore.
Yeah,
He's messing up your nice new shirt too.
that is true. Well, first off, my dog's a lady. I'm not gay.
All dogs are boys.
I'm not a homosexual for
All-
dogs.
I'm not a homosexual.
I'm not a
I'm just a homo. I'm a homo asexual.
I'm a homo sapien.
Get out of there.
Get out of there.
Don't be sniffing wet salami packets.
Quit sniffing my wet salami packet. And then my wife's in the other room mad. Hey,
No, you're
I
between
told you
you.
not to call me that.
At least she's wet.
All right.
I wrote down Midwest RoboCop in my notebook, but I can't remember what that bit was going to be.
Oh.
He's polite. Yeah, he's just polite. It's just a RoboCop, but he's just a crossing guard. I don't know. He's trying to also kiss your ear too.
Yeah,
He's trying to be tender.
She wants to lick me.
And she's trying to
And hum.
She's trying to get in your ear, and whisper some sweet nothings while she violently radiates your body with pleasure.
You know, Howard Stern may have been the king of shock radio for New Yorkers.
Yeah.
But in the Midwest, folks loved Opie and Anthony.
Ope.
Ian Anthony. What was my Ope one the other day? Oh, I had this. How about this? I came up with this joke yesterday. Are you ready?
Sure.
Not you.
She's always ready, apparently.
So the guy's at a bar, and
I find it funny that she wants to be on top.
I know, that's why I said both my dogs do this. Don't make no sense.
Very dominant dog.
Dominant.
Let me ride you.
Dominant Doggy, the posthumous special from Bob Saget. No, it's
Dominant Doggy is just Louis J. Gomez's new special.
Dominant Doggy.
I'm a dominant doggy, all right. It's more of a Joey Diaz name. Or voice, I mean.
I was just thinking of Dirty Daddy or whatever the fuck Bob Saget's
Yeah, I think it was called Dirty Daddy. Anyway, so what? You wrote a joke? Congratulations.
Well, I didn't write anything down.
Congratulations.
I said it in the back of a comedy club with a fellow comedian, and then they laughed.
Okay.
So guys trying to get a drink at a bar,
Yeah.
and it's taking forever.
Too long.
And the bartender's some little he's hobbling at the other end of the bar, and then he's like, "Hey man, let me get a bar? Let me get a bar? Let me get a bar? Because I could run it better than this bar if I had my own bar. That's gonna take too long to do the paperwork. Let me get a beer."
Okay.
So the guy's like, "Let me get a beer," and then it's taking forever, and the bartender hobbles over, and as he's hobbling over, he sees that the bartender's his leg. He's got a messed up leg. He's missing part of his leg.
Yeah.
And the bartender's hobbling still, and then he goes, "What's taking so long?" And the bartender goes, "Sorry, I'm short-staffed." Okay, he's got a little staff.
I worked with a guy. I worked with a guy very briefly who was he was like, "Yeah, I went to a restaurant last night, and my waiter only had one leg, and it was funny because I was at IHOP."
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, okay. And he's like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "The street joke from 50 years ago that you just told me?" He's like, "No, I was at IHOP, and my server only had one leg." I'm like, "You're lying." You are lying. You're lying.
No.
Stop doing this.
I believe that.
Don't make me live in this moment any longer.
No,
You're
it was
lying.
a lady. Her name was Eileen. Her name was Eileen. She has a husband who's got no legs.
He just wouldn't back down, which I almost kind of respected, but also I was like, did you think of this independently? Did you, am I embarrassing you because I'm everyone has heard this joke a thousand times and you're just not going to back down?
I embrace what the kids do, and no originality's over. It's all about just, you know what I mean? Everything you think, fuck it. Someone might have done this, but what if there's a pet detective named Ace Ventura? Just some kid on TikTok doing that, getting 1 million likes.
What if
I'm going on tour. All the theaters are sold out already.
What about if there's a dumb guy, but there's another guy who's dumber?
Who's even fucking dumber.
What if life is a TV show?
Life is a TV show.
These days it is.
The Truman Show?
These days.
These days.
These days.
Look at this photo on the back of these skinny dipped
I know.
almonds.
What the hell is they saying no thanks to? Is that like a hard boiled
I
egg?
was gonna say, I kind of want this hard-boiled egg looking one.
Like, why? Like the competition. I didn't know there was a competition between hard boiled eggs and almonds.
This makes me think that sometimes you buy,
Almonds and you just a big hard boiled egg falls
Yeah.
out of the packaging.
you buy a sugar-coated almond, and this makes it look like sometimes it's like 75% sugar coating with a tiny sliver of almond. As if that's even a possible way to make a fucking thing. You'd have to like keep layering it. That doesn't even make sense.
You should take a picture of that. That'll be the thumbnail for the episode.
I got a thumbnail for you. Oh, and then I stick my thumb through my jeans. I go, oh.
I got a thumbnail for you, and I pop it in, and it just goes right up my ace.
Oh, yikes.
I just perforated my colon. Was it funny?
No, they hit. That's what happened when they were putting. This is like a lost quote of Jesus's
Yeah.
in the Gospels. Because the only guy who heard it rolled his eyes.
Ugh.
He didn't like it. But when they were putting him up on the cross,
It was late at night. Jesus, the
They
guy
put-
was trying to go to bed.
they were putting that nail into his hand, and the guy missed a little bit and like hit the hammer on Jesus' thumb.
Yeah.
And Jesus went, "What do you think? That's some kind of thumbnail?" But the centurion hated it, so it never got passed down to history.
Do you think Jesus was getting nailed in, and it was like taking too long, and they were complaining?
Will you tell me a story?
The guy was.
Well, I get nailed in.
The guy was complaining about how dull the nails were and how shady the hammer was, and Jesus went, "A poor carpenter blames his tools."
He
And he went, "I'm gonna nail this one in then,"
Yeah.
and that gave him the motivation to finally. That's why Jesus got crucified.
Jesus was a known
They were just gonna
wisecracker.
They were just gonna tie him up there. They
Yeah.
weren't even gonna do the whole nail thing, and then he
Yeah.
just wouldn't shut up.
He was like a wisecracker because people would be like, "Hey, if you hit him, I'm gonna hit him," and then he'd be like, "Oh yeah, let's all do an eye for an eye. Great way for everyone to fucking go blind."
Yeah, bitch.
And then people are like, "All right, come on,
Tone it
quit being
down.
a dick."
Tone it down. Jesus, I can't take you anywhere.
Yeah, he's just like being sassy. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, rich people can get into heaven just like a camel can get through the eye of a needle." And then his mom slapped him on the back of the head.
Keep it quiet.
Shut up, Jesus.
Keep it quiet in front of the company.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Keep it quiet in front of the company.
Oh, you think you're so cool and rich? It's the poor who are gonna get into heaven. And then he slams the fucking tent.
Jesus!
Jesus.
Jesus, unlock this tent right now. I'll take the door. You don't even deserve a flap. I'll take it away.
I was saying tent because I couldn't think of the word flap. Because in my mind, they didn't live in
got us
tents.
there.
They
I got
lived
us.
in like those buildings.
Yeah.
But the doors you got to figure was just like a
Probably.
hammock. I don't know any word.
What the hell is happening?
You know where hammocks come from?
Ham hocks.
Oh God, that'd be a great combo.
Imagine if you an edible hammock. There's edible underwear.
Imagine
Where's the edible
sitting on a
hammock?
hammock and then someone goes, "You want some split pea soup with ham hocks?"
I'd love some split pea soup.
That would be great. That would
got
actually
any?
be really good. No, I don't.
That thing in there looks like split pea soup.
It does,
Green.
but it's not.
It looks like there's
Some sort of
pork in
green chicken.
there. Oh, chicken. Okay.
It looks like pork, but it's chicken soup.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I went to Qdoba yesterday.
You break up with a girl for 5 years, you move out, and then you're watching the dog you two share. You come to the fridge, you're like, none of my sauces are still in here.
Soy?
What the fuck?
We were on almond
The
5
hell is
years ago.
this? Tahini. Just buy fucking. If you don't buy Sabra, how is Israel gonna win the war?
And then you go, these pickles are way better, actually. Good one on you.
Yeah.
Wickles? That's expensive. Good for you. You're doing well.
I'm looking through her room. I go, Magnum condoms. These will fall off me. Why did you have these?
No, I went to Qdoba, and it was like 7:30 at night, and I went through, and I was like, yeah, I'll get like a pulled pork burrito on a wheat thing. And
Guy goes, pulled pork burrito. That's what they call me.
That's what they call my wife.
I wrap up in a blanket and I pull my pork.
I pull my pork. But
and he gets fired.
she takes the rice, which is just a big goopy glop, like just disgusting looking rice. Even even bad for Qdoba.
Those
standards.
places have gone downhill, I feel.
And she plops that on, and it's really not a lot of rice. It's like, I don't even know how to describe. I can only just
6 kernels.
about that. I'm gonna say about 50.
It's about 50 rice.
I'm about to say 50 rice. And then she takes the tongs on the pulled pork and just goes with one grab and plops that on top, and then just stares at me.
Oh, that's
and
rude.
I was like, you ask what's next. I'm like, this is your.
Where's the beans?
It's your turn to be like,
Where's
what else do you
know
want?
what I mean? Yeah.
And she just stares at me and she goes, oh wait, should I add more pork? And I said, yes, please.
Hell yeah.
Please make this actually look like a burrito. I'm not kidding. It was like about, like, imagine $50, but times two, like if there was $1 coin that was twice the size of a 50-cent piece.
That's great.
That's about how much shit was on my burrito at that point. And she was just like, should I add more? I'm like, yeah, yes. That's very small for this massive tortilla. And then, even with the small amount of condiments that she added, where I was like, at the end of it, I honestly just wanted to be like, when I got to the end of the line, I honestly wanted to be like, psych.
I know, right, man? I pulled that at Subway before. You're like looking at the quality of the tomatoes, and you're like, "Yikes! I don't have my wallet." You run out. I just realized I forgot my wallet.
And also,
I just realized as you sneezed and wiped it on your glove that I forgot my wallet
and also,
that I'm holding.
But I didn't want to. I didn't want to bail, and it was like 9 something, and I gave the guy. This is a different person. I gave the guy at the counter $10. And then he makes change and just has it in his hand, and then is just bitching to his coworker about, like, they're trying to get me to go work over in Jeffersonville, and I said that's just a bunch of kids, and they don't close till 10, and I don't want. And I'm just standing there like, that's not yours. I'm not giving any of you money. I'm sorry. Like, I'm a big tipper, but like none of you are getting money today. Give me my fucking
More
40,
like Qdoba.
Give me my 50 cents, and I want to leave now.
Yeah.
Like, stop holding it.
More like Quitdoba.
I was just like, Jesus.
More like Qdover.
Ugh. And that's usually an alright Qdoba. I like the
Which
campus.
one was that
It was
one?
the campus
Campus.
one. That one's
that is
usually
a nice
alright.
one.
That one's usually alright.
I met a lady there once for a first date.
That's disgusting.
Well, it wasn't a first date. Well, neither was at a car. It was more of a first hang, and I'm gonna see if this guy's gonna murder me.
Okay. Well, that's a good place to meet. It's well lit.
No, it's well
It's in a
lit.
central location.
'Cause
There's
also
a lot
it
of
was
places
like-
to run to.
Yes, and it was also a thing where we both didn't have cars, and she was like, "Well, I don't want to just blatantly reveal where I live
Yeah.
in case this guy's gonna murder me."
Yeah.
So then she was like,
You make a lot of women nervous, I guess.
Well, I don't meet a lot of women, so it's more so I made a few women nervous, but they're the only women I know.
You never made a woman nervous.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't. No, this is the only woman I've ever made nervous. Other than that lady who I was on, I had cocaine psychosis and called like 50 times.
Yeah, well, that
But
happens.
that was situational.
That happens to the best of
That
us, buddy.
happens to all. I was about to say.
That'll just happen.
You probably call that Tuesday.
I call that a nice weekend.
Yeah.
I call that Labor Day weekend in New Orleans.
You know, I saw it since I last brought that story up. I thought of that girl. I looked her up on Facebook. She's married now.
Is she really?
Good for her.
She still live in town?
No, the girl who I called like 50 times when I was in Texas and was like.
So
No,
you
there
didn't
was a
just tell
lady
me
in
who you're
Texas who I
talking
made out with at a bar, and then she was like, "If you want, she's like, normally I'd be like, I want to hang out with you, but I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. tomorrow."
Yeah.
She's like, "So I can't." But and I was in town for like a few more days. She's like, "Let's hang out like another day." And I was like, "All right." Then the kid I was supposed to crash with, he got home and then instantly passed out.
Yeah.
So he was not answering his phone. And it was like an
Oh, yeah.
apartment thing.
Yeah.
And someone had told me that it's illegal to sleep in your car in Texas.
Yeah.
Which turned out to not be true.
Yeah.
Or it used to just be like Austin, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
But I had like weed in my car and shit, and I was on the road. I'm like, I can't afford like
Yeah, this is going to be a big thing.
this would be a big thing. So I was like just contacting everyone I knew, And then I was like, oh, that girl.
Yeah.
I'll contact her. And
Called
then,
too many
and then I
times.
just kept calling because she was like instantly, oh, it's that guy I made. I'm gonna.
That's a bad first impression.
And then I just kept calling. But in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna be arrested. So she just like never answered, and I like just ended up sleeping in my car and then forgot. And the next morning I woke up and one of the other comics was like, "Hey, we should talk." That girl messaged me. We should talk. And then I was like, "Holy crow!" But no, then I messaged her and she's like, "Oh no, that's fine. That makes sense."
Yeah, you didn't want to go to jail.
I didn't want to go to jail, and also everyone was like,
Although
everyone was like, "We were giving you a lot of very good cocaine," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's like the second time I did it." They're like, "Oh,
they're
like, we thought by your mustache that you were a
we kind of
pro."
figured you were an old hand at this. I wish I'd been on that show.
No, that was a wild
They come to
time.
Texas with you sometime, baby.
No, that was no good. I'm afraid to go back. They even made my grandma leave because of
You
that.
can watch me. They made her leave the earth.
They made her leave Texas. They're like, you gotta get out of Texas.
Go to heaven.
Go back up to Cleveland, which is heaven. No, but then, no, that other girl's not married. Those are the only two ladies I've made uncomfortable.
That's fine. That's a good number. Mine is 0.
Oh, are you referring to that girl who thought I was like stalking her because I was flyering at local
Yes.
businesses? That doesn't
and
even
she couldn't
count.
hold down a job.
Yeah,
so she saw you a lot.
It's not my fault. She constantly was getting different jobs. And then it was like, oh my God, Dan keeps showing up to different coffee shops I'm working at, roughly once every month, with a flyer that is also at every. He covers his tracks by simultaneously putting it up everywhere. That was absurd.
Oh my God.
No, I think they're still around, but I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, give me something good.
Oh, what do you think of this game show I made up?
Jeopardy.
No, it's the new Hot or Not.
Okay.
Canceled or handsome? And we show people on the street photos of like Johnny Depp, and we're like, Johnny Depp.
Canceled or handsome?
And then people have to be like, ooh, I don't really follow the news. I'm gonna say.
I've been off social media for the past
I'm gonna
year.
say handsome.
Canceled. Cancel.
You just do that with people. You
I like it.
You show them a photo of Matt LeBlanc, and then you're like, friends went off the air.
And it's like, listen, I didn't like it when it was on. I haven't been following it.
Those
But,
friends are cool.
But how you doing?
Hey, hey,
How you doing?
hey.
All right.
Oh wait, one last thing.
Okay.
Should I get this tattoo? It's the classic mom heart thing, but I get it on my penis.
Sure. Yeah. On the head.
On the head of my penis.
The
The
tip.
micro tattoo on the head of my penis.
Yeah.
This mom with a heart with a
Little
scroll.
heart, yeah. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Like those porn stars who get tattoos of stars on their asshole.
Yeah.
You can do that since you're a male porn star.
I've never once seen that, so I guess.
We're on different websites.
You can use that and reverse sleuth and masturbate along with Eric at home.
Yeah, it probably aren't that many actually. I said that like it's just you know.
Yeah, you know all of those women.
It's probably like 2 girls. It's just my ex-girlfriend in this video I watched once.
Yeah. Eric's girlfriend comes in and he just shuts his laptop and goes, I thought it was an astronomy website.
I'm sorry. You're so into it. I was just trying to learn about Capricorns.